Hi, my name is Allie, and I'm looking forward to sharing this mindfulness meditation with you in the Sandbox today. Today, I have found in the facilitated scripts a meditation which Kalina Molly from Ireland contributed, and it's called Beautiful and Nourishing Silence. So this is suitable for beginners. But I think for people who are a bit more experienced, you might find the silence more familiar and therefore get a little bit more out of it. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat on a chair, preferably with your feet supported by the ground. I invite you to have your back supported, your head in a comfortable, relaxed position so your shoulders can relax. So you may remain alert, but in a relaxed posture. And if it's suitable to you to close your eyes, if that feels right for you, I invite you to do that now. And you may prefer instead to just allow your gaze to lower. Make sure there are no interruptions for you for the next few minutes. This will also be a little introduction to the potential to lie down. So if you did want to alter your position to lie down, of course, you may do that. Allow your entire body to soften, letting go of tension, allowing yourself to be present, and just note this break from your daily routine. Perhaps noticing inside what that's like to have this break. As you notice your thoughts gathering or wandering, simply notice the wandering and then gently bring your attention back to this practice. We're practicing open noticing and non-judgment of our mind, noticing the mind wandering and then coming back. And as your body finds a place of being relaxed, while your mind is noticing the way that it pays attention to various things, allowing yourself to keep your breath natural and just breathing in a way that feels comfortable for you. And if at any time this meditation becomes difficult, please do what you need to do to take care of yourself. You may like to pause or take a couple of different sort of breaths. You may even like to open your eyes or move your body. And the invitation is for you to be self-supportive and kind to yourself. And as we begin, I do encourage you to practice letting go of expectations as they may arise about doing it right or wrong, judgments of yourself or of the practice, and simply observe your experience as it unfolds. As we talk about beginner mind, just allowing the mind to take the opportunity to experience this as if for the first time. So many of us do find silence uncomfortable. We maybe want silence, and then when we receive it, we then look for some distraction internally or externally. So in this practice, I encourage you to embrace the silence and release the need to resist uncomfortable sensations or thoughts, but allow them to be as they are. We will be practicing welcoming all present moment experiences into awareness without attaching or judging, and inviting a sense of self-compassion treating oneself as a dearly beloved friend or companion or pet or somebody else that we really care for, and don't put expectations and harsh thoughts to. So let's take 3 deep breaths together. Breathing in deeply through your nose and pausing, and then out through your mouth all the way to the end. And then repeating that. And exhaling completely. And of course, as you complete that, if you found that the natural breath is more comfortable for you, please do the breath that feels right for you. Allowing your mind and body to follow the breath now. I invite you to sit with this breath for the next few silent minutes. Allow the natural and inevitable distractions of mind, body, and external environment come and go. If it helps, you may like to label the distractions as thought or sensation or sound, and then just allow them, once labeled, to become background to your breath. We'll move into silence now for 3 minutes. Just going to find ourselves in the last 30 seconds or so. Just coming back to self-kindness. Now just starting to deliberately allow for the breath to be rhythmic, maybe in for 4 or 5, out for 4 or 5, and starting to notice how the body is feeling. Starting to notice what the posture is like. Perhaps starting to notice the speed of thinking having shifted somewhat. As we come out of the silence and you notice your body responding differently, just allowing yourself to shift a little in your posture now. As we finish the practice here, or you may wish, if you were doing this yourself, to pause my voice while you continue in for silence a little longer. But for now, for those who are following, just allowing toes to wiggle and maybe blinking open with the eyes. Starting to come back into full awareness of yourself in the room now, in the presence of others who are sharing this meditation together with us. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. Just allowing yourself to internally reflect. There's no obligation to speak, but to notice how this has landed in your body, this moment of silence, of supported awareness. And I encourage you to maybe write down something that might have struck you from this practice today. And then as I reflect on how this practice has been for me, I do have a mixed relationship with silence. Sometimes I crave it and want a lot of it. And sometimes I almost feel panicky in silence and want stimulation. I think it probably has a lot to do with what regulation system my body needs at that time. And so I welcome all bodies and nervous systems to just recognize where you might have been at in that space today. I've taken on some feedback from previous sandboxes about pacing. So I've slowed down a bit today. And I've also tried using a less conversational voice and slowing my pace of speech and using a more meditative kind of a voice. It's definitely a skill, putting all the pieces together, and I'm so grateful for this chance to practice with you. Really invite your true feedback, and thank you for your participation today.